Hi guys, just wanted to share with you a few native plants that I have in the garden. This one is called apricot mallow. It's common in the desert, in Mojave Desert, in Joshua Tree. Very beautiful flowers. And this one I got from Theodore Payne Foundation. I had to replant it because most nursery don't have it in the correct soil, so this is a very sandy mixture with some pumice rock, sand, and a little bit of moss just to retain moisture. So this soil is heavier because of the sand content. It's doing good so far. I had to stress it a little bit. I had to shake the root ball pretty well to get rid of the old wood bark mix that they used. If you're trying to grow native plants, you have to make sure there is no compost or wood bark touching the roots. So this is chalk Dudleya. It closes up when it has enough water, so now it's open. But when it was raining, it shut down, so it doesn't accept any water. It sits in the pot. It's doing pretty well. Then I have a Madeleine poppy. I had to replant it again to get rid of the bad soil. So it's going to be fine, I have a feeling. What else we got here? This is a manzanita. If you're getting a manzanita from any nursery, you'd have to, so they're so picky. They need to have a bit of native soil next to the roots. So this nursery was pretty good with sending it with a little bit of clay soil native clay soil. This is a big berry manzanita. I'm not gonna try and pronounce that. Maybe I will. No, I won't. So it's doing fine so far. It's a very capricious plant. If you're trying to grow it in a pot or replant it, you have to watch it closely. This one's doing fine so far. See the red bark? It's a young plant. I also have this specimen, also purchased online at this Lapilitas nursery in Santa Margarita. Again, I had to replace the soil it came with and retain a little bit of native soil that they provided. The reason you want to have a piece of native soil is for the bacteria in that soil supports the root systems of this native plants, and this is Coreopsis gigantea. This is a native to Channel Islands. Then I have this plant. This is a type of sage, California chaparral, and these are the cuttings of the laurel sumac, I believe it's called. Most commonly seen in California shrubland. Very nice plant, very pleasant smell. This one is another favorite native. It is a native sunflower shrub. I'm growing it from a cutting, and it took off, and it's sharing my pot with this rose cutting. This is chamise, also one of the most beautiful shrubs in California, chaparral. I got this one from Theodore Payne Nursery. I had a nice sale going on, but again, I had to make sure I changed the soil it came with. Again, these type of native plants cannot grow in compost mix or bark. You have to make sure you have a sandy soil if you don't plant it directly in the ground, like this one is growing in a pot. If you put it in compost, it's not gonna do well. Native plants and compost maybe will last you a year, if not a few months. Alright guys, so these are the native plants I have. Oh, and also, let's see. This one is another one. This is a hummingbird, one of the hummingbird favorite plants, along with the hummingbird sage, but this is a firecracker show. Snapdragon is the common name. Pretty nice. Soft leaves. Again, sits in a sandy soil with a good amount of peat moss, some charcoal and pumice, and I added some fertilizer so it takes off fast because it had a bit of a root loss due to replanting. This is the first time I'm growing this plant, so I'll see how it does with the hummingbirds attraction. Alright. Please let me know if you have any questions in the comments.